Breaking news. These Igbo politicians using Nnamdi Kanu's name for selfish reasons to advance their political ambitions. What do they seek to gain? Because we've been hearing some allegations for quite some time that some Igbo politicians are going around sabotaging efforts to release Nnamdi Kanu. Some Igbo politicians are working against Nnamdi Kanu's release. Now, another allegation that some Igbo politicians are using Nnamdi Kanu's case for political gains. And IPOB has warned these Igbo politicians to stop using Nnamdi Kanu's illegal detention for politicking because it is very, very bad. The noble family and movement of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, led by the great leader Nnamdi Kanu, wishes to warn these Igbo acclaimed politicians and leaders using the name of Nnamdi Kanu for selfish political gains to desist from these acts. The IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu is not only languishing in the DSS solitary confinement for Nigerian politics, but for the freedom of Biafrans and to restore the Biafra nation. IPOB worldwide has observed that the unjust persecution and illegal incarnation of Nnamdi Kanu is now being used as a tool to advance political ambition by some Igbo politicians. And we've also come to an understanding that some of them are afraid of Nnamdi Kanu's release from illegal detention, hence are now secretly working with the Nigerian government to keep him in the DSS confinement for their own selfish political reasons. For reasons best known to them and them alone, some of these Abuja sycophants take glory on the success of IPOB and their dwelling political influence in the southeast. And they've been monitoring their movements closely. And IPOB has advised them to desist from taking glory of IPOB's success or be called out publicly. However, they've been commendation to those patriotic and sincere Igbo politicians and leaders who are genuinely working for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, and they've encouraged them to never give up. That they are taking stock of everyone's work for or against IPOB among the Igbo leaders and politicians, and in due time, everyone will receive their reward, whether be it good or bad. They will receive their reward. Now, a message to the Nigerian government and her political jobbers from the southeast is to understand that as long as Nnamdi Kanu is illegally detained, the Nigerian economy and security will continue to be in shambles. Those using the suffering and incarnation of Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB members to advance their political interests will be disappointed. And will watch how IPOB will scuttle the political ambitions of those from the East. They should understand that IPOB is in control of Southeast. And IPOB, however, has commended Nnamdi for adhering to the instructions of IPOB leadership not to participate in the #EndBadGovernance protest in Nigeria. That yes, Nnamdi are highly marginalized. Yes, they are. Politically, economically, and they've learned how to build a survival resilience through decades of persecution in Nigeria. And had it been Nnamdi had taken part in the protests, then the ethnic, bigoted federal government would have sent troops to destroy Igbo land and to kill many Igbo citizens. And IPOB has the interest and the safety of Igbo people at heart, even as they continue to strategize on Biafra's freedom. An advice to Nnamdi is to drop the idea of using the name of Nnamdi Kanu in advancing selfish and political interests. Some of the social media talks suggest that some persons have been visiting Nnamdi Kanu in detention and some are working for his release. Those are just political rhetoric. IPOB has nothing and absolutely nothing to do with any of them until Nnamdi Kanu is out of illegal detention and abduction from the DSS headquarters in Abuja. To those using the sufferings of Nnamdi Kanu to advance their political interests, they should desist. Otherwise, IPOB will call them out publicly and frustrate their political interest in the southeast. Ndibo should know that as long as Nnamdi Kanu is still illegally detained, Ndibo will remain politically irrelevant in Nigeria. There will be no breaking out from this cycle, and it will keep on happening over and over again. So, for the emphasis on Biafra freedom and the restoration of the Biafra nation, they've advised that they've observed that some persons are using the name of Nnamdi Kanu as a tool to advance political ambitions. And this is unjust, and such persons should desist from it. So my country people, what are your thoughts on this? The indigenous people of Biafra on Monday issued this warning to those Igbo politicians well known to them that they have failed to review and disclose the names of these Igbo politicians using the name of Nnamdi Kanu for personal gains, where the Biafran group emphasized that Kanu is not detained because of Nigerian politics, but his custody is due to his efforts for Biafra freedom and the restoration of Biafra nation, and thus his continued detention in the DSS custody. But it seems that some Igbo leaders are now walking around, collaborating with the FG to keep Kanu in the DSS custody just for their selfish political reasons. Now I wonder, those that engages in this act, what do they stand to gain in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's continued detention in the DSS custody? What do they stand to gain? It is indeed very, very strange. So my country people, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.